Get yours, nigga, cause I'ma get mine. Today gon' be a good day. Jack gon' keep it playing from the Genesis. As I'm blowing dope, being broke my only nemesis. Remember when it wasn't all good, I used to reminisce. Felt like I was going through hell with no deliverance. Niggas throwing salt in the game, condoning ignorance. But when it's really in you, not on you, we know the difference. Nigga ain't no willing and dealing, we really killing shit. My brother passed a shooter like Luka, he gave me 10 assists. Nigga, I was Dennis before you knew what a menace is. Now I just spread love to these bitches, ho, I'm a feminist. Way they running back to the dick, they think they Emmitt Smith. No real player gon' break it, that shit be imminent. Yeah.
The star brings purity. I got more styles than the martial artist. Rhymes the hardest. Master of the microphone, I remain king regardless.
I got more styles than a martial artist, rhymes the hardest. Master of the microphone, remain the king regardless. Killing every bar just like a sniper on his target. I rule with an iron fist, I march with a lion's heart. Army full of elephants, stars too intelligent. 5 years later and the king is still relevant. Proud to say I lived to see the first black president, but still remain humble, never hostile.
No poisonous root grows up to trouble you, corrupting many. Many of us are walking around bitter, not forgiving, thinking, oh, I'm one up on somebody because I got an attitude. No, that is literally fellowshipping with the devil about your past. God forbid, poison grows stronger and stronger. You give the enemy your power. You are just giving it away freely. Again, I know those things troubled your soul. God, I come right now and I ask you in Jesus' name for those who are struggling with forgiveness, for those who are walking around bitter. God, I just ask that you soften their hearts, the things that they are hurting over. God, make it make sense. Please, Jesus.
Broken in our own way in certain ways, right? But some more so than others. I also feel like social media has been a huge distraction when it comes to the dating field. We're focused more on getting our viewpoints across on social media than we are like experiencing real life from what I've seen. And I also think that so many people are conditioned to chaos, right? And what I mean by that is we have become so used to unpredictable, like unreliable or chaotic environment, we start to view that as normal. And yeah, we won't get anywhere. Some of us don't even know how to accept a decent person when we see them. Sometimes we can self-sabotage a lot of things. And let me not be like, the dating scene is a mess, right? Because there are also a lot of pretenders out here. And that's another unfortunate thing. Like, a person can appear like they are everything that you want, like they are writing for you, and then voila, they flip the script. So it is very difficult, right? And good people are few and far between, but there are still good people out here. But we have so many people with like a dooms mindset, and I refuse to be one of those. But that's just my take.
The ending of what she said kind of was well, I think it was key, but it's also interesting that the whole purpose of why she's saying what she's saying is because she has something she's trying to sell. That's one. So you have to understand what she said within context, which is she's trying to sell you something. So she's telling you something in hopes that you will buy something. Now, whenever you come across a salesman, you have to be extra careful with what you intake when somebody's trying to sell you something. So first, she's trying to sell you that it's hard to date nowadays, right? That's the first selling point. And the second selling point is you're a good person. Whoever's listening to this is a good person, and you're really trying to date someone that's really great. So I have a mastery class. Now, mind you, she didn't say I'm a married woman, or I've dated lots of men, or I'm a coach, or I'm a certified nothing. She just got a mastery class. You see what I'm saying? So this is the first issue that I take with what she said. Secondly, right, to just delve into the issue. First of all, I don't know what planet she coming in from, but here on planet Earth, there is no rule that says when you date, it should be smooth. There's no rule that says you should only have to date 3 people before you find the one. Like, there's no rule to say, well, when you're only going to attract people that are exactly your equal. Like there's no rule on that. You see what I'm saying? And people that approach life like that usually die. Like, quite literally. Like, if you don't understand where you really exist, you will quite literally die out here.
Yeah, much respect. I appreciate you recognizing I'm 3 years young in this. Thank you.
You what? You
I
3
said
years younger than Bolo?
I said I'm 3 years young in this being new. Thank you for
Me too.
recognizing. Yeah.
Me too, I think. Yeah,
So, I'll say this. Yeah, you actually have a point. One thing that people in general need to recognize is that reciprocation is a real thing. The fact is that any relationship, if I can't love you for the both of us, it has to be reciprocated. Why? Because at some point that person's going to burn out. It after a while it becomes too tiring. I can't try to carry the couch and have you laying on it at the same time. Could you please get up off the couch and grab the other end? You see, so that's definitely something that is very important, is to make sure that reciprocation is received, because it's universal law that what one gives, one must withdraw. So I'll give this example to land it. right now, if all of us just inhaled real deep and just held our breath, right? What you did was you just took a puff of air from the universe. What you must do is exhale. If you do not give that same puff of air back, the universe will demand it or it will take your life for it. You can also not just give a puff of air. You cannot just exhale all the way out and never inhale back in. You must receive it back. The universe, just through the simple order of breathing alone, lets you know that everything must be a reciprocation cycle. I digress. My mic is muted. Rock out.
Can I ask how old you are?
I am home of Teddy Ruxpin and Light Bright, 82.
You're 82.
Born in 82. I'm 42 years old.
Oh, I was gonna say, wow. I like how you speak. That's why I'm asking. Are you married? I'm not trying to shoot a shot. Are you married too?
No.
Well, I like how you speak your mind frame.
What's up, Mufasa?
Thank you. OG.
Respect to you.
Hey, sweat brain.
Well, one, I always find discussions like this to be very, very interesting, because this is why I tell people all the time, this right here in which I just saw is a very, very perfect example as to why I say be mindful of who you allow to teach you the word. Now, one thing I do know is that in the back, like I say all the time, in Revelations, it ends off and nothing else is said. It says, do not add anything to this testimony of the prophecy. Do not take anything away. I noticed that in the Christian belief, that is something that happens all the time. Now, I just sat up here and watched two Christians start off on the same page, and then they got the bickering with one another. I want us to pay attention to what we're looking at. So the fact is this, is the word real? Yes, it is. But we need to be careful who we allow to teach us, because that is what misguides the people moving forward. Unfortunately, I would say to my Christian brothers and sisters, it is very, very unfortunate if you really do think about it. I don't care what you think about whatever small hat, Islamic, Hindu, anybody else, Buddhist, you can say whatever about it, but the fact is this, right? In the Christian belief, in church is the only place where it is never read in its original text, which is Aramaic. You all have been denied. So I don't even be like upset or like, look at it crazy, because I know you don't even have your original text. Any and every other religion you can think of, they have it in that original language text as well as translated into English. Right. So my point is that there is some information, a lot of information lost moving forward. All right. Then it says inside there, lean not on your own wisdom. Right. Doesn't it say something about that? I do believe it does. Now, the fact is that that's exactly what people do 24/7. Why do you think it's so many different versions of a Bible? And why do you think it's so many different versions of what one verse or what one chapter means? None of you guys got the same thought on what it's supposed to be. So who is anybody to really know what this is my point. I mean, I hear what's being said. I hear what's going on. I would like to land it. I'm about to shut up and go and let y'all go right on back to it. And for the record, I promise y'all, I do not debate religion. I can't stand it. I will tell you my thoughts. You can tell me your thoughts, and I keep it respectful. Just for the record, don't try to debate me. I don't do that, right? I got my own stance on my thing, and I stand firm in it. So now, my last part would be God's time is not our time. So Howard said, well, why doesn't God just wipe us out? All right, so dreams are a good indication to land it on how the afterlife works. Try your best to describe an entire lucid dream. it'll take you more than 8 to 12 seconds. The average dream is only 8 to 12 seconds. But how is it that you had all of these different scenes and scenarios go on? It's a direct indication that on the other side, what y'all thinking that it's not, why it ain't happen now? God hasn't even probably blinked yet since we've been created, or since this whole universe. Like, the time is not the same. See, the thing is, we keep trying to think of why God wouldn't do this, why God wouldn't do that, because you're thinking of it on a human form. We are the creation, not the creator. We will never be able to comprehend and or even begin to fathom what it is that our loving creator consists of. I digress. My mic is muted. Y'all go ahead and get back to it.
I agree with that.
No, that was A1. That was A1.
Let's get
Now, I'm sure that most of you know the old story about the astronaut who went far out into space and was asked on his return whether he had been to heaven and seen God. And he said yes. And so they said to him, well, what about God? And he said, she is black.
When I wake up in the morning, my prayers, and I thank God I woke up, the Ku Klux Klan woke up this morning. The drug pushers woke up this morning. I thank God that I made another 24 hours in the most vicious, nasty, hateful, insane nation that existed, with my wits, without hating, without being bitter, without being mean. And I thank God that I survived 24 hours in that type of atmosphere, with the type of amusement and friendliness.
What you consistently show and produce is how you will determine, the respect factor. And once you have the respect factor, there's nothing that woman won't do for you. You don't have to talk about she don't cook. She loves to do it for you. She can't wait to give you another meal and see if you finish the plate. Matter of fact, she might get upset if you don't eat enough of it. You better finish more than half that plate for her to feel satisfied. It's things like that. Like, you don't never have to ask them to do, bruh. You don't have to do all this big wild talking and the only thing that you have to do is just simply make sure that you put yourself in position so that she sees you standing in position. She see you standing in position, she's going to want to be by your side. You don't have to ask them. You don't have to be jumping in no DMs. You don't have to do none of that. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to do nothing. It's amazing. Like, seriously. So you know how they say you can attract more bees with honey than vinegar? Like, literally. So, like, make yourself the nectar. If you're the nectar, I promise you they're going to want to pollinate. You ain't got to worry about nothing, bro. If you're the nectar, that queen bee, she is going to want to pollinate. And so just keep that in mind. So while you're out here being told to chase the bag, then what they're telling you is chase something that you will lead with. If you lead with the wallet, that will be temporary. No, just chase your purpose. Chase your purpose, the money, the women, everything, the respect, and all that you can imagine and more will come your way. And with that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. Thank you, sis. I appreciate you. I love you not being me. I love you because you're not me. You're my counterpart. You're my coworker. You're my partner, if you want to say. You're my wife. You're my lady. You're not me. And I love you for that. That's the message I'm trying my best to get out. Nothing else. There's no other message here today. I love the fact that we think different. That is why you are of good counsel. When I got a dumb boneheaded move, you not thinking like me helps me not make the boneheaded move. Because you don't have the same thought process as me. You saw something I didn't. Because we're different.
Sad that it's not right. Is this a really good message that we should be sending out to everybody, that there are profound or fundamental differences?
It shouldn't matter whether it's a good message. It should just be science, what the truth is.
But science is not as neat as people like to think.
Now, this is the thing about science we also have to remember. As accurate as it can be, science, just like our history books in school, have had to been upgraded and changed. There are a lot of things that science once said that now they're like, you know what? Come to find out. Let's keep that in mind. See, again, third eye open. We don't have a closed head space over here. We think of things from all different angles. Do I have to say it again? Let's take this cross and turn it into a star. We're going to hit it from the different angles and make it shine. Let's keep going. We almost done.
That hasn't stopped politicians and businesses from demanding gender equality.
BBC announced that it wants an equal number of men and women.
We reaffirmed our commitment to advance gender equality.
Because politicians say men and women are the same. If women are paid less, it must be sexism.
The pay gap and the wage gap is an injustice.
That's a whole different topic. I don't really get into that. That's not my field. I know one thing. I speak about it all the time. My mother made over $100K a year. My father never did. My mother worked, downtown government, all that stuff, corporate, basically. So my mother made well over my father. So I don't know about the pay wage gap, but I know my mom made over more than my dad. My dad was under 100K. My mom was over 100K. My mom was the breadwinner of the house, but you would never know the difference because she didn't act like she was. She just was my father's wife, and she was my mother. That's it. And we love her so much for it. We love her for just being mom. She never threw around the fact that she made. As a matter of fact, we never knew that. I never knew that until I was like out of high school. I never even knew that. All my years growing up, I never knew mom made more than dad. All I know is that the household ran and it functioned how it's supposed to. It was a well-oiled engine. Because they didn't argue and talk about that shit. So that's why when I come to spaces and stuff, it's like, I don't know this world that y'all speak about. All I know is that I grew up and what I seen in my community for the most part, and even in my household and in my family, which is a large family, was that men and women work in tandem. We don't go back and forth about who this, who that, who the prize, and anything else. All I know is that a car without an engine don't work, and an engine without a car not going nowhere. That's all I know. That car needs the engine needs the car. Take the engine out the car, how valuable is it unless you're stripping it for parts? How valuable is the car without the engine? We need each other. That's why I'm never one to say I don't need my sisters. That's like me saying I don't need a car as the engine. I'm the engine. If you're that beautiful body car with all of the features and everything, I need you to go somewhere. And you need me to move. You need me to start the car. You need me to light up. You need me to turn on the heat in the air and roll the windows up and lock the doors. We need each other. There's no one's better than the other. They were both designed to go together. An engine was designed to be put into a vehicle. A vehicle was designed to have an engine put in it. Where did we get this from? Before we had any talking narratives, I am of or what was organic. I recognize men just do certain things. Ladies, you're not always going to understand it, and you don't need to. Fellas, bruh, sometimes, ladies, what do you hear? Man, that's just women. We understand it's just some why is she doing this? What? Look, man, that's just what they do. Leave them alone. Observe it, love it, study it, or just shut up.
It's the time of the season when love runs high. In this time, give it to me easy and let me try with pleasured hands to take you in the sun to promised lands, to show you everyone. It's the time of the season for loving. What's your name? Who's your daddy? He rich. Is he rich like me? Has he take us anytime to show you what you need to live?
You know what's crazy? All right, so me, as somebody who does study Islam, you know, whenever somebody sees one of us, and the very first thing they like to say whenever a flaw pops up, like for example, right? Let's say you smoke or you drink. They'll say, aren't you supposed to be Muslim? If you cuss, they will say, aren't you supposed to be Muslim? All right, so considering this whole dress fiasco, aren't you supposed to be Christian? Just a question, not a come for. Respect. People haven't walked away from God. People walked away from the church and all of the blasphemy that goes on. You know, we talk about a lot of things in the word, but for some reason, I never really hear the pastors go to the part where the Son of Mary, the Messiah himself, spoke about flipping over tables. Why did he do it? It's in the word. So let's just go back. Now, just to keep us in perspective, again, people didn't walk away from God. People walked away from the blasphemy of the church just as much as the Son of Mary, the Messiah, did. And guess what? The very people whose tables he turned over are the very people who then crucified him. Ain't that interesting? And that is why I have this saying that goes, Jesus, please save me from your followers. Jesus, save me from your followers. Some people don't get it. What does that mean? Save me from the people who claim you, but don't walk in the light in which that you have ordained that people should walk in. Save me from the people who fraudulently use your name on merch. Save me from the people who will leave church and then by the end of that day will turn around and cuss you out. Save me from the people who come directly home from church and they got an attitude. Save me from the person who woke up Monday morning after Sunday and they give you the middle finger in traffic. Jesus, please
Please, I beg of you, if you don't answer anything I've ever asked of, save me from your followers. I digress. My mic is muted. Respect to the family.
Seeing shit like that. Question. How many faking they streams, getting they plays from machines? I can see behind the smoke and mirrors, niggas ain't really big as they seem. I never say anything, everybody got their thing. Some niggas make millions, other niggas make memes. I'm on a money routine, I don't want smoke, I want cream. I don't want no more comparisons, this is a marathon. And I'm aware I've been playing a bet from a lack of promotions. I never was one for the bragging and boasting. I guess I was hoping the music would speak for itself, but the people want everything else. Okay, no problem, I show up on every one album. You know what the outcome will be. I'm betting 1,000, it's got to the point that these rappers don't even like rapping with me. Fucking come my nigga 21 Savage just hit me and told me he sent me a spot on a new record he got. He called it a lie. I opened my book and I jot. Paper Takashi, they wanting a rap. I picture him inside a cell on a cot, reflecting on how he made it to the top, wondering if it was worth it or not. I pray for Markel cause they fucked up his shot. Just want you to know that you got it, my nigga. Though I never met you, I know that you special. And that the Lord bless you, don't doubt it, my nigga. Dennis Smith Jr.
This are doing. This is a hoot. They're still saying this. They're saying, oh yeah, there's a field out there that connects everything and their hands are doing this. The field's not out there. We're the field. 50 trillion cells in the human body. Every one of those cells has about 100 trillion atoms emerging from the field and collapsing into the field right now. You and I, we're constantly, the atoms in our bodies are emerging and collapsing into that field. We are the field, and that is what makes us so powerful. This is why we can heal our bodies almost instantaneously when we know how to access this part of ourselves, because we hold the blueprint that tells those atoms how to express when they come into the body. If you've got something you don't like in your body, what you do is you are using the gift of imagination to create a new blueprint for that atom to come into. And that sounds crazy to some people. And there's a lot of science that's struggling with this. But when you get into the quantum world, you get into the fact that the Higgs field exists, you get into the fact that imagination in the mirror neurons of the human brain were only discovered in 2004. They don't know the difference between watching an experience and having an experience. You can be on the couch on a Sunday afternoon watching the Joe Rogan show with an exciting guest. You're just laying there, but your heart might be racing and your body's perspiring, your muscle, or maybe you're watching soccer because your neurons don't know the difference between watching and having the experience. This is why porn is so addictive. They're going to kick up the same addictive chemicals, the same dopamine, the same levels of adrenaline. Here's where our power comes from, because the image can be imagined. When we are able to hold an image of ourselves fully enabled, fully capacitated, fully healed, fully awakened, hold that image.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Reaching for? The thing you asked me for? Taillight back there. Can I see some ID? What are you reaching for? The thing you asked me for?
What?
You didn't use your turn signal back there. Let me see some ID.
I'm going to reach down now, slowly.
Don't be stupid. Don't be stupid. Very funny. Registration? Fuck. License, registration, good. You have a firearm on you today, sir?
This is an open carry state, sir, and there is a firearm in the glove box.
All right, let me see it.
Ah, you got me.
You have a firearm on you today?
No, sir, just a book. Yep.
You holding a firearm? Are you holding a firearm?
Right now?
You got a cracked windshield. You did a rolling stop. You stopped too long back there. I'm stopping everybody with broad noses. See if you match a description.
Where are you headed?
My mom's. Then work.
Got a call about someone matching your description.
I didn't do anything.
Get on the ground.
For what?
Where are you headed?
Really? A man of the Lord. You got an APB out on grilled cheese? No matter what I do, no matter how I act, no matter what I wear, you all are still gonna shoot me?
Get down on the ground.
Uh-oh.
If you can't beat them, join them. I mean, it's not like they're gonna shoot one of their own, right?
License and registration, please.
Oh, hello! Excuse my face. I'm doing a last-minute face mask.
Well, you drive safe now, all right?
Thank you.
Wait a second.
Hey, hold up. Hey. All we can do is live, brother.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
And I don't give a fuck, and that's what it is. Everybody getting shot. If you was working in there that day, you getting shot. I don't give a fuck. It is what it is. So you could keep, like I said, keep playing with me. Keep playing with me. Keep playing with me.
Einstein had, and they had his brain thin sectioned in the University of Kansas because they wanted to see what made his brain different from everybody else. And it looked pretty much like everybody else's with one exception. He had a whole lot of folds in his brain. So when you stretch those folds out, he had more surface area. He had more neurons. 2022, scientists took neurons and they put them into a petri dish to keep them alive. They hooked up the neurons to a computer chip. So now you've got a biology technology interface. The chip was put into a computer that was loaded with Pong. The neurons began playing the game of Pong, even though there was no human attached to the neurons. And the longer they played, the better they got. They were actually learning how to play. And now the scientists are struggling with the question, how does a neuron not attached to a human in a petri dish know how to play Pong? Where are the instructions? Einstein had, and they had his brain thin.
You're missing the point.
through something for a moment, it just might be your launching pad for greatness. Don't get distracted. Respect.
It's facts! It's facts! It's not facts. These sites are not facts.
Respect. Welcome back. All right, so I wanted to go ahead and holler at you guys real quick about when you're going through adversities in life. These are nothing more than just words from an everyday man. I was speaking to somebody very close to me in my life, and they were saying how they're going through this, I guess, spiritual battle. What's going on with me this week? Why are things wrong? And I had to remind that individual that nothing's wrong. Just as much as the enemy of man, the biggest trick that, it ever wanted to pull was to get you to believe they don't exist. It's also to fool you into believing things are wrong when everything in your life is actually right. Now, if we know anything about the chosen ones of God, we know that the chosen ones of our loving Creator generally are the ones who will go through the most hardship. God doesn't make it easy for the chosen ones. You're chosen. That doesn't mean that every single waking moment is supposed to be agonizing pain, frustration, confusion, right? No. It just means that when you're trying to figure out why is this happening, it's one of two things. And that one of two things is this. It's either the enemy is trying to get you distracted and get you feeling a certain kind of way and get you to focus on like the 10% of your life that may not be the best. And it wants to totally distract you from thinking about the 90% of your life that is actually great and in order and everything is working as a well-oiled machine, right? Now that's the first part. Now, the second part of that possibly could be God is just testing you. Now, I will end it off on this note. I want us to remember there's a story that goes of God and the iron rod. So, once upon a time, there was an iron rod, and this iron rod was being cast into some hot coal by a blacksmith. All right. And so it gets put into this hot coal, fire, lava, and it's saying to itself, why are you burning me? The blacksmith says nothing to the rod. There's no answer. He just pulls it out, and then he starts banging on it with a hammer. So now the iron rod is like, hold on, wait a minute. You burnt me, then you banging on me now. Why are you hitting me? Stop hitting me. I'm already burned, right? So then it takes it and puts it right back into the coal. And this process is repeated over and over again. Then after all is said and done, it dips it into ice cold water and you just see steam coming out. The entire time that iron rod just kept saying, God, why do you keep beating on me? Why do you keep putting me through all this? But then come to find out that blacksmith was actually making the sharpest sword in the land. Now that sword is able to cut down any opposition that comes its way. Any obstacle in its way, that sword, that blade can take care of. Not to mention it's beautiful in its creation. So with that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. Respect to the family. And always remember, don't get it twisted because you're going through something for a moment. It just might be You're a launching pad for greatness. Don't get distracted.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Around town, swerving in the suburban thing with brain. So under the wheel, quarterback clock producer, short spin on knees, rolling up butts, I'm in the shake.
We all got those days we just sit in the house and we think about something that's exciting. What type of stuff that comes to your mind is something that's exciting? It could be anything.
Exciting to me will be more so achievement.
Oh, who?
Achievements, like when you achieve something, a goal.
What type of achievement that you trying to achieve?
Only the universe and I know the next achievement.
Yeah, the next 5 years, where do you see yourself?
I see myself in a different home. Like, you know, I'm in my home now, my own, and I see another home probably in the South or something like that, and just living life, just enjoying life stress free.
What is your, because I don't know if you heard of me. I truly believe in living within my own skin, right? And not trying to placate to what everybody else say how I should live and breathe and talk, right? So when you say living your life, what type of stuff that you like to do without anybody else's influence?
Anything that's drama free. I don't like anything that's drama.
Right. Give me some examples.
Like toxic shit, like people that are toxic.
No. Outside, I don't want no examples of the toxic stuff. Give me some examples of some fun stuff. Maybe you give me some ideas.
Pretty much, I'm more so of a homebody, so I like to just chill, vibe, drink my wine and catch up on stuff that I couldn't catch up on for my busy schedule that I have.
Oh, so you really busy?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. Are you married?
No, not yet.
Fuck ass question. Because it sounds like your future don't see sweet. I don't see sweet.
Patrick, can you shut the fuck up?
In your future.
Dumb as shit though. God, this nigga stupid.
You gotta
I'm trying to see what you fit in at. I don't see her mention you in her future.
I told you, babe, that's how they be going on your man on it. I told you that's how they go. And I don't look. And in real life, you already know, but somehow
do you let men do?
So the rain's not letting up?
Do you think I should change that?
Do you think you should change that? Is the question.
I'm not going to change, but I'm saying from the viewer looking in, do you think I should change the way that I am for being so transparent and would you say authentic? Should I change that?
You're trying to set me up.
I know. No, I'm asking you a genuine question because there's a lot of people saying that I should change. No, I'm not trying to set her up at all. Do you think I should change my transparency, my authenticity?
I think you should be who you enjoy to be. If that's who you are, then be who you are.
Myself.
Okay, then do what you got to do, JP. I feel like nobody should put you in no hell or put you in the pit or anything like that for you viewing the way that you view. Are you right all the time? No. But do you feel that way? Hey, that's how you feel. You be
How do you
surprised.
feel? Because me and John just had a show today. How do you feel about the people that's like kind of? Do you think they be seeming kind of jealous of me because they don't have that type of courage to live within themselves like that?
Bro, she laughing like shit. You hear this shit? You hear this shit?
She already told you she don't like nobody speaking for her. Respect her, bro.
So
I'm not disrespecting her at all, bro.
I
So,
feel like, what do
go
you
ahead.
feel like people are jealous of you? What is your energy telling you?
I'm gonna say that I want to see if you're gonna say agree or disagree. Right? That how long you been around though?
What do you mean?
Like have you been seeing a lot of stuff that's been happening on this internet regarding me and these other people?
I see why you get a lot of backlash. I do, because people don't know how to accept you.
This was the next day after I got my CNA license. Man, that's my boss, the security boss, came into there, seen I was naked. I had my coats, blankets, everything covered up. He just told me to get the hell on.
Why were you naked?
I was asleep.
Yet another security concern at what is supposed to be one of the most secure buildings in the country. This morning, this photo surfacing of another security guard appearing there to be fast asleep at the World Trade Center in Lower Manhattan.
But at the end of the day, JP, you are wild. You're very wild.
They don't want to sell me because they not being themselves. Would you agree?
9 times out of 10, when you have a lot of haters, it's
shut up. I've got speaking time. Shut up. Until you pay for speaking time, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Until you pay for speaking time, shut the fuck up.
in Southeast, but I'm from Kansas City. So I have a lot of family here in Southeast.
Wait. You live in Southeast DC by me?
Yeah.
Nigga, didn't I just tell you that?
So when you was around your family,
dumbass question.
Laughing.
Like, that was a dumbass question. Didn't I tell you that last time?
I forgot. I didn't know she was over here by me. Goddamn.
Yeah, I live in South.
So let me ask you: when you had your family, right? That act similar to me. Have you ever been around uppity people?
Of course.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Okay, which type of people you like to hang around the most? People of your family, right? Or uppity people?
I already can answer that for you. I like people that are very real, like they're transparent, they're themselves. You know what they are because they already put themselves out there. You see what I'm saying? So you either could love them, like them, not like them. You know, so I like the realness. I don't like, oh my gosh, don't do that around me. Like one of them type of people, you know, like I'm not like that.
Is it safe to say, without being facetious, is it safe to say that you like somebody like a JP instead of a bougie uppity person?
I told you this.
JP, you trying to stop.
You can like people without having to be in like with them. You don't got to in like them. What I'm saying is, you feel more, put like this, you feel more comfortable, and Gar's a little bit more down on what people like a JP than an uppity Negro.
But my man does the same thing. He's real too.
Man, sit your dumb ass down and shut.
Are you kidding me?